The spokesperson said removing care workers from the shortage of occupation list was not being considered. Did you hear that, guys? Downing Street rejected, and I repeat, Downing Street did what? Rejected. What is up, guys? My inbox has been ablaze with messages. Popo, did you see the health and care worker visa is coming to an end? What are we supposed to do now? Do you continue to apply for jobs? People are panicking because they believe the health and care worker visa is coming to an end soon. Last month, I did post a video where I indicated that the health and care worker visa is coming to an end soon. At that point in time, they intended for the health and care worker visa to come to an end in August because the minister was facing a backlash because of the number of people who migrated to UK last year, of which more than 500,000 people migrated to UK last year, and the UK was not happy with the high number of people migrating to UK, so they were looking at reducing the number of people coming into UK. So this article, which was posted yesterday, in my opinion, it is a very positive article, because if you read all of the article to the end, it actually gives us a lot of hope, guys. In my opinion, it gives us a lot of hope. Because of this article, instead of panicking, we should be relaxing, because what happens is, if you only read a part of the article and not all of the article, it's not going to give us a true reflection of the message being put across. So guys, this is the article which has caused panic amongst people. Right-wing Tories call for the cut in foreign healthcare workers in bid to save face on immigration. A group of Tory MPs is piling pressure on Rishi Sunak to reduce immigration to the UK, including a huge cut to the number of health and social care workers. The so-called New Conservatives want the Prime Minister to cut net migration from 606,000 to below 226,000 by the next election. The group includes Tory Deputy Chairman Lee Anderson said the party needs to save face, having promised a reduction in the net migration figure at the last general election. It goes on to say, to do so, the New Conservatives have called for Mr. Sunak to close a scheme which makes care workers and senior care workers eligible for visas, despite the sector grappling with 165,000 unfilled vacancies in the last year. Among the more eyebrow-raising suggestions in the report were ending of temporary visa schemes for overseas health and social care workers. This would cut the number of carers in the UK by around 100,000 at a time when the sector is already grappling with 165,000 vacancies. I hope you know that eyebrow-raising means that it is not something which is good. Simple put, they are in disbelief of what they are suggesting. Another suggestion was closing the route for graduate students to remain in the UK. Students can currently stay in the UK for up to 2 years after graduation. And they also want this to come to an end, whereby students, after finishing their degrees, they just have to go back to their countries. These were just mere suggestions, guys. Take note, guys. The minister has already responded to these suggestions. Most of us only know part of the article, which suggests that they want to bring the health and care worker visa to an end. But the response which was given by the minister was not shared with us, of which I'm going to share it in this video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Pauline Popomoyo, and this is the channel where we keep things real. And if you're interested in relocating to overseas, knowing about life in the UK, or if you're interested in keeping it real and knowing nothing but the truth, you smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss any of my videos. For now, let's get into it. I'm a savage. So guys, I posted a video where I indicated that the net migration to UK last year was 606,000, of which a lot of people were not happy about that. So they were looking at reducing the net migration. And if you look at this article, it clearly states that they want to cut the net migration from 606,000 all the way down to at least 206,000 people. And take note, this was just a suggestion, and since it was a suggestion, they had to look into the suggestion so that they give a favorable response to this suggestion. You understand, guys? This was a suggestion that they want net migration to be cut from 600,000 to 206,000, but it is not a law which was passed. So what they were actually suggesting was that they close the health and care worker visa route, which enables senior care assistants and care workers to migrate to come and work in the UK. So this is what they were suggesting, guys. They wanted this visa route to be closed. But in response to their suggestion, this is what the minister said. This is in response to their suggestion. To do so, the New Conservatives have called for Mr. Sunak to close a scheme which makes care workers and senior care workers eligible for visas, despite the factor grappling with 165,000 unfilled vacancies in the last year. Currently, health and social care staff are eligible to come and work in the UK under the health and care worker visa. It goes on to say, Backbench MP Miriam Katz, co-chair of the group, said closing the scheme would reduce the number of care workers coming to Britain by about 100,000. Right. She told the BBC it was a temporary scheme brought in during the pandemic, and capping the supply of foreign workers was needed to make care work an attractive career to the British people. And then she said, we are not going to make it an attractive career. We are not going to raise wages if there is this route for employers to bring in people from abroad. Clear in black and white, they are not going to make this career more attractive. To me, a career which saves people's lives is attractive, regardless of how much people are getting paid. As long as that career saves people's lives, to me, that's an attractive career. So she's saying they're not going to make the career attractive. They're not going to raise wages as long as they can get people from overseas. That's one. And then they go on to say, Downing Street rejected the New Conservative demands. And I repeat, what did they do? They rejected the demands. Reject, which means they said no to the demand that they should cut the number of carers coming to UK or stop the health and care worker visa. Get that right, guys. And then it says, with a spokesman for the Prime Minister claiming the government is currently striking the right balance on immigration. Because the initial issue was that there was no balance on immigration and they wanted to close the visa route because there was no balance. But they have clearly stated that they are actually striking a balance, which means there is no need to close the health and care worker visa. And then they go on to say, the spokesperson said removing care workers from the shortage of occupation list was not being considered. Did you hear that, guys? The spokesman said removing care workers from the shortage occupation list was not being considered, citing the significant demand in the care sector for staff. So they initially wanted to end the health and care worker visa by August 2023, but they are not considering closing the visa route because they went back to the drawing board and they saw that there is still a need of care workers here in the UK. There are still 165,000 vacancies which remain unfilled in, which they need to be filled in here in the UK. So for that reason, they are not closing the health and care worker visa route. Mr. Sunak is also not planning to scrap the ability of overseas graduates to stay in the UK after finishing their degrees, his spokesman confirmed. So which part of this article, guys, actually says the health and care worker visa is coming to an end? Because from my analysis, it's clear in black and white that they have rejected the proposal and they've said they are not removing the care workers from the shortage occupation list. So what is the panic all about? Why are we panicking? There's no need for us to panic because it's clearly written in black and white. After going back to the drawing board, they saw that they still need more care workers and they're not going to end this health and care visa route. Okay, guys, simple and straightforward. And in the event that they were ending this visa route, there's no need to panic. because even if you rush, even if you cannot change what is documented in black and white. You cannot fast track the process of getting a visa. You cannot fast track the process of getting the certificate of sponsorship. You cannot fast track the process of you coming here to UK. What we have to understand is that the health and care worker visa route for senior care assistants and healthcare assistants was put in as a temporal measure to cap the shortage of staff here in the UK. And it was meant to end in February 2023 because the visa route was only for 1 year. But if you remember very well, they came and said they are releasing more funds because they still have a shortage so that they can hire more people from overseas. Yes, they did come up with a suggestion that, oh, so many people are coming and they're considering closing the visa route because of so many people. But after going back to the drawing board, they still need workers. They still need carers here in UK. And they've stated it in black and white that they are not ending this visa route. So let us not panic. Let us continue casting in our applications. As far as I am concerned, this is good news because it's an affirmation that they are no longer bringing this health and care worker visa to an end as they intended to bring it to an end because of the net migration of 606,000 people coming to UK last year. And guys, the fact that the visa route continued after February, it is a privilege on its own, and we just take advantage of that and we apply for jobs. And in the event that the health and care worker visa route comes to an end, it is not the end of the world because it's not only the United Kingdom which is currently experiencing a critical shortage of staff. There are so many countries which need care workers. Australia needs care workers, New Zealand, Canada, Finland, so many countries. And what we're going to simply come and do is whenever we see opportunities, whatever country it is, we'll come and share with you. And thank you so much for all the suggestions, because I did put a post out asking which countries you want to locate to, and you indicated the countries which you want to locate to. And I am working on compiling data, on compiling information on how you can migrate to those countries, and I'll definitely come and share with you. And if there are companies hiring, I'll also come and share with you guys. So about the UK health and care worker visa, there's no need for you to panic. Actually, you should be excited because they've clearly stated that they are continuing with the health and care worker visa. They are continuing with hiring people from overseas because they have a critical shortage, and they are not intending to make this career an attractive career for the British people, which means there are no British people are going to be applying for these jobs. But for us who are overseas, it's an attractive career. Me caring for someone, like I've already said, it's something which is very attractive and very much rewarding. So go ahead and apply for jobs, guys, and we are still going to come and share jobs if we see any opportunities. And this is all that I wanted to share with you guys. If you found this video to be helpful, do smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you never miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Late for
Bye.